Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome or welcome back to Candid Couch Conversations. My name is AJ,
My name is Tahj.
and we are here today talking about health and wellness goals, staying the course, keeping your health and wellness goals. And we have a very special guest with us today. His name is Kairo Trotter, and he is going to talk about health and wellness with us. So, everybody, get on the couch. Let's get ready for the conversation as we welcome in Cairo.
What's up, Cairo?
What's up?
What's going on, fellas?
Welcome to the couch.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Yes,
For sure,
yes.
for sure. All right, how's everybody's week been going? AJ, you go first. How's your week?
How's my week? All right. So, now, I'm having problems with my right knee, so I can't work out the way I want to. I can't really work lower body, but my pool that I usually go swimming in has reopened from renovation. So I started swimming again, which felt really good. It's a little difficult because I haven't been swimming in months, but I'm back swimming and that's going to help me, with my whole shredding season. So I'm good with it. It's been a good week.
Yeah, that's cool.
How about
Cairo,
you?
how about you? How's your week?
It's been pretty good. The weather shifted a bit here. I'm in PA, and it turned to the best warm weather I've seen this whole year. So I got a chance to get my workouts in outside, get some sunlight. That vitamin D is perfect. It's
Here.
quintessential. Yeah. So it was good, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, here in Chicago, similar. We had I had all of the seasons in one day. I think like Friday or Thursday. I woke up, no, Wednesday. Woke up, it was like 40 something degrees, which is warm for March in Chicago. Then we kept it kosher, and then we got to like mid-afternoon and it was snowing. So don't know how we got there. Don't know how we got there. But I did get some vitamin D because I went to class. So I was outside at the bus stop. It's still outside. It counts. So we're
Hey,
here.
you had to
Absolutely.
walk to the bus stop, right?
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
I took
That's
an
a good
Uber.
time. You know what? I don't like you, sir.
For sure, for sure. So, Kyra, we have you on because today we're talking about health and like wellness with our physical well-beings. So, you care to share with us a little bit about like your journey?
Yeah, sure. So my fitness journey started at an early age. I was an athlete, multiple sports, and as I grew up, I started to understand like the body as a machine, and was really intrigued, especially after I got into some anatomy and physiology courses throughout high school, and I just deepened my understanding of the body through sports. I had a lot of injuries and would have to go to physical therapy often. So learning different tips and tools through those different sessions helped me to really realize my passion was helping people be healthy. So then, that translated to me helping family members with workout plans just for fun. And, I was the kid actually that would walk around the neighborhood with a book bag full of like little bitty weights and cones and jump ropes, knocking on my cousin's door, like, hey, y'all want to come outside and work out or play? That was me. So it kind of just translated to me as an adult. I found that like sitting in an office setting is almost impossible for me unless there's some kind of activity broken up into the day. So yeah, fitness has been in my life and a huge part of it for a long time.
So, Cairo, what's the funniest or weirdest health trend you've ever tried?
Let's see. I would have to say, oh yeah, there was a stint of time where I attempted to use well, not attempted, I did actually. For a while, I used raw ginger as a pre-workout or addition rather to my pre-workout. It turned out to be pretty beneficial in a lot of different ways. Like raw ginger is naturally an anti-inflammatory. It helps reduce your muscle pain and speed your recovery. It's good for your blood pressure regulation. Helps with your blood sugar, cholesterol, all types of good things. So I use that as a pre-workout, and it's basically like eating a Listerine strip, if you can imagine that. It's spicy, but after a while, your taste buds adjust, and it actually becomes palatable and to some degree desirable, I would say, because it is like it increases your metabolic processes and you see the changes because it's a thermogenic effect that happens too. So I sweat a lot more when I used it. And I think it was pretty cool, but weird. I wouldn't have, if I wasn't introduced to it, I probably would have never thought to try it.
So you chewed it?
Oh yeah, chewed it, swallowed it, ate it like raw. Just took a chunk of it each day. You know how if you buy the raw ginger in like a grocery store, how it has somewhat like the lines almost that look like our finger line. I would kind of just flip it off on those sections, and I would peel off the top layers of the outer portion of it and just eat it raw.
Ooh,
And how long did that last for?
I mean, I did it for about 3 months just to really give it an, it was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see any other like health benefits because of the ginger going on with your body?
Absolutely. So I struggle sometimes with gut health, and so it naturally regulates your gut health too. So that was a big piece there. And like I said, with the anti-inflammatory, I was having issues with my joints at that point. I've lifted weights on and off all my life, and that takes a toll eventually. I resorted more to like traction type of therapy where it releases the joint instead of compressing it now. But back then when I was lifting heavier, it helped to keep the recovery process shorter.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Nasty, but cool.
Fresh breath was easy to come by. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I
had
could do
fresh
it,
breath in the gym. I wasn't scared to talk to nobody.
bro. I don't know if I could do it. Like I'd have to like put it in water, maybe. Like put it in water.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it in a smoothie. That's another way to take.
Yeah, I could take it like that. I don't know if I'm wow.
No, honestly, for me, eating it raw was actually a result of me rushing a lot of the times in between tasks. So I didn't have time to make a smoothie. I just chopped it and peeled it and went. So
Y'all funny. Because I'm over here like, I drink water every day,
that's the start, though. That's a huge start.
Exactly. That is.
I bought a gallon water bottle.
Yes.
Yep.
A gallon.
Ooh, goes.
You have the one with like time markers on it.
You know it.
Mm-hmm.
And then next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock and I'm still online for 2 p.m. But hey, we get through it. We get through it.
You know what will help with that? Put some lemon and lime in your water. It gives the water a different taste and it alkalizes the water. So you'll start drinking to the point where it's 5 o'clock and you're down to 9 already.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I use that method also. I add a little pink Himalayan salt to it to give it a little sodium. It's great. It's a great hydration. Like I can feel the hydration when I drink it. It's almost like you can feel the water infusing into your cells differently than just regular water.
Exactly.
Recharged.
Oh yeah, it's charged water, alkaline. Like,
basically, yeah, that's what it is.
So one thing that I mentioned in that video that I posted last week, if you ain't watching, go check it out. I struggle with fitness, like just in general. I think it's the thought of doing something that I don't actually want to do is what kind of makes me go, yeah, I'll just do it later. But I've been saying I'm gonna do it later since like 2022. So I think it's about time to, get into it. I think also one of the things was I see all these other people and I started following all these fitness people, right? And they're like, look at my workout. This is what I do. Look at what I'm eating. Like all those things. And in my brain, it's like, I want to look like that. So I have to do it that way. And eventually, essentially, I feel like I'm setting unrealistic goals for myself and where I'm at. So when I get into the gym, or if it's time to get down and actually do some exercises and I can't complete them, I kind of feel defeated. Right. So how would both of you, since, both of y'all, fitness is life, bro. So how would both of y'all, what kind of advice does either one of you have, or both of you, if you both do, to someone who is kind of struggling with that? They have a goal in mind and then they set these unrealistic time frames along the way. How would y'all what would you say to me?
Well, one of the things I would say is, comparison is a thief of joy. And understanding the fitness journey of those influencers that you would see on social media extends for years. A lot of them have put a lot of time in the game, and so to rep out what they do with the fluidness of their motions and the knowledge that they share, like in a rapid pace, that's come from a lot of time invested. So comparison won't get you anywhere. Using that as an aspiration, though, is great. I think that when you're trying to start a new habit or build routine and momentum, surrounding yourself and immersing yourself with your goals is great. It's motivation. Like, put it on your screensaver, right? Take a picture of your favorite influencer, put it on your screensaver, or take a picture of yourself and keep a consistent log, a calendar, and show your progress over time so that you can always look back at something and motivate yourself, remembering your why as to why you're doing it. So that's what I would say to start with. Don't compare yourself. Be real. Like, understand where you are. It didn't take, a month to get there. It won't take a month to get out of it. So be realistic in that and honest with yourself and don't compare. That's one. AJ, what you got?
Yeah, same thing. It's like, don't compare yourself to other people because you're not doing their workout for you. You're doing your workout for you. So you have to figure out, one, what is the goal that you're looking to gain from your workout? Once you figure that out, then you have to figure out what type of workout will work best for you in your body. A lot of people, it may not be going to the gym. It may be walking around a track or just walking in the neighborhood, because even though people don't see walking as exercise, walking is the best exercise to do because you're just basically moving your body, and that's all exercise is. So you have to figure out what is the best type of exercise for you, for your body, that will help you meet your goal and set your realistic goal, not for 2 months or 3 months down the road. You say, okay, so we're in March now. By October, I want to feel this way, not look this way. I want to feel this way. I want to feel a little lighter. I want to be able to walk up 2 flights of steps and not get winded. That's how you'll be able to get the right type of workout for yourself. Because when we try to extend that and say, okay, well, I want to have an 8-pack or I want to have big biceps. Okay, but is that really what you can do for yourself in how you are right now? Or are you looking at someone else and saying, I want to be like them, so let me do what they're doing? So you just have to roll it back and set your goal, and then figure out how is going to work best for you. What exercise is best for you? Because not every exercise is going to be good for you.
Yeah.
Mentally, not physically, mentally. Because you're going to do it, and then a month later, you're not going to see the result that you thought you were going to get, and then you're going to stop. So you have to figure out something that works for you, that's not easy, but challenging enough to be able to keep you motivated enough to say, okay, this is a challenge, but I'm going to do it. And then once you get to that challenge, once you meet it, say, okay, I'm going to extend it a little further. Just moving your body. And that's all we're supposed to be doing anyway. Just move your body.
We spoke about before, like the gym not being the only place. However, speaking from my own experience, I often felt like going to the gym was where you're supposed to be because that's where all the machines are, right? And that's where all the free weights are and all those things. And you pay $20 a month, so why not go? But what I can say is being in the gym is very intimidating. And so with that being said, my mentality started to shift into I don't belong here, so I'm not going to go. So how do you, like, what suggestions or things like for someone who just has that mentality of I don't belong here? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you overcome that mindset?
One of the things I strongly believe in the power of is meditation and visualization techniques. I think as an athlete, all my life, the preparation before the game, before you run out onto the court or the field, where you're standing at the edge of the gate. You know, the crowd, you can hear the crowd, and it's a matter of taking that moment, slowing things down, visualizing yourself running through the plays. Like while I'm doing the warm up, even having my headphones on, visualizing the plays, seeing my passes connecting to the player, seeing the shot come off the hands, like different things like that get you in the repetition, and your subconscious knows what to do before you get there. So I think when it comes to trying to overcome things like social anxiety, when it comes to going to a gym, or even being more confident in your ability to do what you want to do and what you're setting yourself up for, I think visualizing, sit in the car before you go in the gym, close your eyes and see yourself doing the presses. See yourself being, if it's a matter of being aware of people around you and maybe people looking at you or being on the spot, being the center of attention, channel yourself being tunnel vision. Like remember your why, rehearse your why. Like I think that empowering yourself to step into challenging situations by seeing yourself before you ever get there is huge. So that's a big tip. I think visualization is huge.
Like we said before, I'm gonna just start with some type of consistent activity and then work my way up to going back in there, and then I can show off.
Yeah, that's just the thing. Whenever it comes to starting something, don't bite off more than you can chew. You know, like start with something small. Again, helping people that I've worked with over the years. There was one gentleman I worked with. I said, hey, man, just go into Planet Fitness, get one of them little Tootsie Rolls to reward yourself, and go walk on the treadmill for just a couple minutes, and then go home. And do that for a week. And then that couple minutes is going to turn into 10 minutes. That 10 minutes turns into, well, I'm going to do 15 minutes, and I might go do this also this time, and continue to reward yourself with that little piece of candy. But like that's again where you're setting yourself up, knowing where you're at, being realistic, and not beating yourself up, because you are trying, you're putting in the work, and just let that compound upon itself.
Appreciate it. AJ, do you have any words? Any suggestions?
Well, I would say if you're let's say you're not using the gym in your building. Let's say you're going out to the gym, right?
Yeah.
I would say try to, before you actually go to work out, go to the gym different times in the day to see how many people are there. What's the capacity of people? So if you have that intimidation factor, you go when there are less people. So let's say less people there at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then that's when you go. You find a small corner. You get whatever weights you want if you're using weights, or you get a mat and whatever, and you do what you need to do in that corner. Put your headphones on, drown everything and everyone else out. So you're doing your workout just for you. You're not doing your workout around other people. So that way you don't get too distracted. Another thing is, you know, if you want to use like a cardio machine or whatever, the one thing that I found that when I see something that I want to do, but I know that it might be a little hard for me to do it because I might not stay on there as long as someone else would, I distract myself. I'll get my phone, I'll turn on Netflix, and I'll look at something. And what would be maybe a 3-minute walk on like a steep incline, which I would hate, turns into a 30-minute walk, because now I'm looking at a movie and now I'm distracted, but I'm doing my workout. So there's certain ways that you can distract your mind, you can distract yourself and still get your workout done. But I think for most people, especially people who are starting to go to the gym, like just starting, I think the best thing for them to do is, before they actually go to the gym to work out, if they have that intimidation factor, just find out what would be the best time of day for them to go. Sometimes it's right before the gym closes because people are leaving. So then, you know, of course, it's all according to your schedule. Like I like to go early in the morning. My gym opens at 5. So when I get there at 5, I have what we call the morning crew. And those are the people who are in there. Like, we wait outside the door. The gym's not even open yet. Like that's us. That's the morning crew, because we want to get in and we want to get out. We don't want to talk to anybody. We're not coming to socialize. We want to get whatever we're doing. There's some people who just go there for 30 minutes of cardio. They're out by 5:30. That's it. That's all they want to do because they don't want to deal with everybody else coming in who's now grunting and moaning and doing all this stuff with all the weights that is totally unnecessary. And it's like they don't know what that feels like to someone who may be there for the first time. And now they're looking at this person doing all this extra stuff and they're like, I'm never going to get there. I'm not going to go to that side of the gym because that's for the muscular people. Like that's the mentality of some people. So if you block all of that out, put your headphones on, come in there with your mindset already made to say, you know what, today I'm just focusing on my core. I'm working abdominals, I'm working back. I'm going to be on the mat. I'm going to get a place on the mat and I'm going to stay there for 15 or 20 minutes and then I'm done. Do that and you're good. Just go in there with your mind already made up that it's just you in the gym. It's just you and your space. Create your space, do your workout, then you're done.
Y'all know what the real hard part is, and I don't even think it's necessarily. I mean, the physical aspect of it definitely is a challenge. Like we've talked about that, but the real challenge is eating right. Like that's the real challenge because I'm over here in a mental a mental diet right now where I know what I'm supposed to eat, but then my body's like, but the cookies, the cakes, the pies, the ice cream. What about burgers? Five Guys, there's five of them. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? They need me. How am I supposed to support? How am I supposed to support black business when they all make soul food and jerk stuff in Chicago, and I'm not supposed to eat it?
Moderation is.
Thank you, Kairo. Moderation.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Help me out.
Oh my God. Listen, I usually tell people diet does not mean a lack of food. Diet is food. You just have to put it in moderation and stretch out like what you eat. So basically, for people who may want to maybe shed some pounds, the best way, and it sounds crazy, it really does, but it works. The best way to lose weight is to eat more. It is. And I'm not saying more on your plate. I'm saying more times during the day. So everything on your plate should be maybe the size of your palm. That, you know, when you go to an expensive restaurant and you pay $97.50 and they give you something that looks like that, and you're like, where's the rest of my food? And they're like, there it is. Yeah. That's how every one of your meals should be. Every one of them. And it's not like you have to give up this and give up that, but do things in moderation. Sure, you can have a cheat day. Whatever your portions are, whether it's your protein, your carb, your vegetables, it should be the size of the palm of your hand. And you can eat 5 meals a day if you use that type of portioning. But along with eating, of course, you have to move your body because food is fuel and you're getting fueled so that you can expend energy through exercise, through moving your body. When you expend that energy, you need to refuel, which is why you need to eat again. So your body is going to get used to that to the point where your body's going to tell you it's time for you to eat. But just make sure that whatever your diet is, lean cuts of beef, please make sure the beef is grass-fed. If you have fish, please make sure it's wild caught, not farm raised, because that makes a difference. And then just make sure that not a lot of fried foods, but if you're having fried foods, in moderation. So everything, basically, when it comes down to it, your diet should be in moderation.
Kairo, anything to add? Do you know anything about the whole starvation mode scenarios? You know what I'm saying? Because someone told me because I was really bad at eating, right? So they're like, when you don't eat enough, your body goes into like a starvation mode, essentially, where now everything you eat is trying to hold on to it because it doesn't know when the next time you're going to eat is.
Yeah, I've heard some conflicting reviews about that. I'm an intermittent faster, so I strongly believe actually in creating eating windows for yourself, and therefore creating windows for your digestive system to relax, process the food better, and prepare for the next meal. So I think that if you're getting the right amount of nutrients and the proper macronutrient balance, which is your protein, carbs, and fats, your body's the processes are going to sustain itself. In America, especially, we eat way more than we should. Honestly, like I don't think that increasing the size of our fast food size drinks and the large fry is now this big.
Yeah.
Those types of things. When AJ says eat more food, that's not what he means. Eat more nutritious, cleaner food so that your body's processes do their job more efficiently. So, yeah, I don't think, again, if in by starvation, I also do 72-hour fast at least once a month. Again, this is all to regulate the digestive system. Your body goes into ketosis where it starts to eliminate dead cells. And so your muscle recovery process is regenerated through that as well. And it's a slight starvation. You're going to get hungry, but for me at least, the 18 to 24-hour mark of that 72-hour fast, my energy levels actually increase because my body is running properly on its own natural system instead of being weighed down by the junk that we have in our food. And our food is as nutritious as it used to be. So like a bowl of spinach today is nowhere near the same nutrient density as a bowl from the 70s. So I think that giving yourself a break from our processed food that we consume now is actually more beneficial than just consistently eating. And I'm a big proponent of growing things. Like I love to get my hands dirty in nature. Start a garden. Start with one crop and see what it does. I think that back in the day we were more likely to have a small garden either in our community or in our home, near our home. So I think that that's something that we could revert back to kind of reclaim our food in a way.
So we talked about nutrition. We talked about roadblocks. We had a lot of serious conversation. Let's try to have some fun. Let's do some rapid fire questions. Yeah, some this or that. All right. So I'll be the question asker because again I'm new to this whole thing, and y'all can be the question answerers. So this or that, morning workout or night workout?
Morning.
Morning, for sure.
Morning? Is it because that's like when you're fresh and productive, or like why?
A few reasons. I like getting up in the morning doing it because no one is bothering me. Like no one's awake at that time. So it's me time and I get to focus in without distraction. It also is a better jump start to the day. It gets your energy systems going. I think you burn more calories also just by and I find that I make better choices whenever I work out first because I'm like I already put in the work. I want to make sure I get the results tomorrow. So I'm not going to jeopardize what I already put in work for if I get it done first thing.
Well, AJ, why? Or I think you kind of went over it, but enlighten us again one more time.
I mean, it's the same thing. For me, I always tell people there's three things I do in the morning: pray, meditate, and exercise, because that starts my day. Because I would rather my day chase me than me chase my day. So that puts me in focus to get everything else done. So by the end of the day, I'm good and I can just restart everything over again. So exercise in the morning is the best thing for me to do.
Yep.
Cool. AJ got me doing something in the morning and at nighttime, so I guess for me it's both. Moving on, meal prepping or spontaneous cooking?
I'm definitely spontaneous. I'll go ahead.
Spontaneous.
I'm not proud of it because I should be, I preach to the choir, right? But spontaneous cooking for sure.
Spontaneous. Now I know what I'm going to cook, but I don't like meal prepping because I prep all this stuff for the week and then I eat it like that day. Like it doesn't make sense for me. So, yeah, I can't. No, no.
And that's a lot of food to be prepping too, especially if you're eating like five or so meals a day. And then I think for me, it's I prep this, so now I feel obligated to eat it, not in the way of I'm tired of eating the same thing every single day. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like spontaneous cooking allows for more variety, opposed to I bulk cooked like 30 meals for the week, and I need to eat those. And yes, I'm tired of eating chicken, rice, and vegetables, like the same version of this chicken, rice, and vegetables for 5 days straight. Like I need something else. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But there is value to meal prepping, though. Like in the instance that you're preparing to hit a specific goal, meal prepping keeps you on track. So I
true.
feel like
True.
having access to both styles of cooking is good for anyone trying to build a fitness routine.
So maybe instead of prepping all of your meals, prep 1 or 2 meals per day and then allow the other three or however you want to do that be your spontaneous.
That's a great
Yeah.
happy medium. Like maybe prepping your dinners, right? Your chicken, rice, and broccoli just for dinners, but then you get to have variety in your breakfast and your midday meals. So that's a great happy medium.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at me.
Like,
Catch it on. Thinking big. All right. Cardio or strength training?
give me the barbell, please.
Oh. Um. Wow. Both for me. Like I can like do both at the same time. Honestly.
This is true. Like, I've adapted more like kettlebell and pendulum style training.
Yeah.
That I feel like has the balance between cardio and resistance. But if it's strictly cardio, if there's not a ball involved, I don't really want to do it. Yeah.
That's fair. I just take what I can get on the day that I feel like doing it. But I want to get more into strength training for real. But I need to crawl before I walk and walk before I run. Is
Mhm.
you know.
Got
All
it.
right. Last one. Gym workout or home workout?
I
Gym.
like I like the gym. Yeah.
Gym.
That makes sense.
I'm
I,
more
I,
motivated at the gym. I work out at home, but I'll work out longer at the gym. At home, I'm like, that one set was enough. But at the gym, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm here. I think it's an atmosphere kind of thing for me. I
Mhm.
need to be around the clanking of the weights, or if I'm at the pool, I need to hear people swimming in the water, and that'll motivate me to do it longer
Hmm.
as opposed to me being at home and it's just me and the TV or just me and some music. I'll do something, but it won't be as long. So yeah, the gym.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think going to the gym plays on your psyche a bit too. Even like the smell, the sounds, like AJ's mentioning, just the atmosphere. It does create better connection to the task. Like
Yeah.
when I come home, for me, home is sleep, eat, recharge. It's an oasis. Granted, I do work from home, so there's a section of my house that when I go there, I focus in on work. But for the most part, when I get here, I'm not looking to build. I'm looking to shut down for a second to go back out the next day. So going to the gym gives you an instant boost in your productivity because it's what's associated with that task.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I work from home too. So I definitely get that. Like, just even outside of like the little exercises that I do them here because that's where I'm comfortable and I don't feel watched, obviously, because I mean, well, not obviously, but I live by myself. So I don't feel watched, right? If I'm struggling coming up on that last push up, I'm not self-conscious because I think that everybody's looking at me struggle. You get what I'm saying? But I do understand the need for separating, which is why I have my work stuff over there. But my TV and stuff is this way. So when I'm off of work and I sit on this couch, work is behind me. I don't have to look at it. So definitely, I get that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for answering these questions. Final thoughts. For me, I think what I took away from this was continue to take it slow, right? And celebrate the wins and not focus on the shortcomings, I guess, is the best way I could put it. Celebrate the victories, which is sometimes it is going, I went up the stairs today. I went up 3 flights of stairs today. Or I finished my gallon of water today. Or I actually cooked and I didn't order Uber Eats. Like things like that. That was my takeaway. What about you guys? Y'all have any takeaways from the conversation?
Yeah, I think just make sure that you have your motivation in the right place. Don't look at everyone else's journey. Don't look at everyone else's workout. Do your workout because it's all about you. That's it.
Cairo?
Yeah. My final thought would be to anyone is to never underestimate the power of small changes and small steps and the basics. Make sure you're getting your sleep, get a routine around your habits there. Get a routine around preparing for the gym, pack your bag the night before. Like those small steps add up to you creating big changes and compounding that over time. And make your goals stackable. You know, start with just getting your sleep right. And then that changes to adding water to your sleep routine around it. I try a 3-2-1 method where at 3 hours before bed, I stop eating. 2 hours before bed, I stop drinking. 1 hour before bed, no screens. You know, slowly build that and then stack that onto, okay, now that I got my sleep routine down, my water routine down, what does my workouts look like? You know, so make your goals stackable, focus on self, and just remember your why. You're doing this for you. It's a lifestyle change, not a single habit or goal.
Yeah, yes, remember your why. All right. Well, everybody, feel free to leave a comment. Leave a comment on the video, letting us know about your struggle. If you have one, or if you have any tips that you would like to share for everyone to see, leave a comment about that as well.
That's right. And we will come back. We'll answer your comments. Or who knows? Maybe one day down the line, we'll do a video on a comment that you said. Who knows? Who knows how these things go? But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Please do us a favor. Like this video. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell. Drop your comments. And share if this conversation has been a help to you. Or you can even share some tips like my brother said. All right? So please make sure to join us next time, the second Tuesday in April, where we will be discussing on the couch mental health. You don't want to miss it.
Nope. So this has been Candid Couch Conversations, where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and this month we're keeping it consistent.
Peace.